very, very heavily. Okay. And if there is a bandwidth problem, I have another facilities also. I need little time to switch over. And if there is any, what's this called? It's my voice or something is not very clear, I request all the faculty members, just ping me, means just give me these indications. I will check, I will try. Uh, Please try to understand that's my subject, okay? Or every day I want to do something in this. So I will try today that my voice and my video should be intact in this uncanny weather. Weather is very bad here. I do not know what it will be, but let's hope for the best again. You know, always cross your finger and let's hope for the best.
Definitely, sir. We understand it because we are all teachers here and we have same things a few times in our classes and sessions. So we completely understand the situation and I appreciate your dedication and commitment to this.
Thank you.
So, dear participants, good evening. Welcome back to the session. Today, as the resource person, we have eminent professor, Professor Samir Mukherjee, who has over 30 years of experience in technology, design, and give me a moment, please. I have logged in from my phone and yeah, design and communication, and he has helped to create a turnkey media solution aside from running two media companies abroad. He has been the head of the Department of Media Science and Emerging Technology in different universities for almost 2 decades. There he has been researching the possibilities of combining digital media and education with emerging technologies like OTT, IoT, cloud computing, AR, VR, MR, and XR. He has an interest in blending art and culture with the new waves of digital media. This is very special. In blending art and culture. And he's also a part of various international AR and VR IT related institutions in Europe, China, Malaysia, and India. He's also a regular speaker at international conferences in Europe, the US, Beijing, Shanghai, and different parts of China, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and of course our very own India. He is an acknowledged leader in AR, VR, MR, and XR education. We welcome you all and we welcome you, sir. And I request you to begin the session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good morning, all the faculties, and good morning, the Maulana Azad National Urdu University Polytechnic people. Let's start this. This is a very new kind of gathering. Courtesy goes to AICT, and with the faculties, with a different kind of ideas and all this is something. I seriously love this kind of atmosphere, and probably this is the fourth day. So you already have many ideas of PRAR, isn't it? Somebody, some of the members here, just give me some indication, at least I can understand that, yes, means you can understand, you can listen, all this, okay? It's my voice is clear. Hello.
Yes, sir, it's clear. I think the participants also are able to hear you clearly, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's start the these things because of I have a very small time, okay? And at least I want to cover 2 PPT. I have 3 PPT with me. If I can cover it up with the speed, then fantastic. Otherwise, I will cover 2 PPT today. Before that, let me tell you something. Why walkthrough? Do you have any idea that so many things are there, you know, like softwares, like hardwares, and VR is a very new subject. So the technology, okay? Why I gave this idea that why not we do this also? This is an opportunity to start business. You're from the different universities, different colleges and all this. So you can ask your students to, to start startups. Throughout the globe, thousands and thousands startups are there who are doing this walkthrough. Okay, this is pretty interesting concept. Okay, they can start very fast, like maybe within 6 months down the line, they can start their work. And there is a thousand works are there. They can make documentations, means the education material. They can make history. They can restore history. They can do the building planning. They can take care of some healthcare work. They can do so many things, so many. You can't believe so many work. That is the reason I seriously, it is my personal view, I seriously giving certain aspect of the uh, emerging technology. So students as well as the institution and the faculties, all the people are inside this ecosystems. That is the intention. It is very easy, absolutely very easy. You can trust my word. And I think it's pretty interesting work also. We have four um, startups in our city. Okay, for this, they are pretty happy. Yesterday, we just launched certain things, with the after attending the award ceremony and entirely through VR. This is something we seriously love their work and all this. Can you see me? See the screen? Thank you. So, I'm from Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology in West Bengal. Okay. And basically, uh, I am not from VR. And VR was also not there less 30 years back. Okay. That was there, but not so profoundly. Okay. Now, nowadays, I'm working in this particular emerging tech field. And every day getting different kind of opportunity, different kind of um, technologies, education modules every day. I'm connected with many institute, many association throughout the globe. I'm just giving you some name, then you can understand that a, WVRF, World VR Forum, it's in Switzerland. It's looking after the software part of it. This software is very new and it's need regulations. You will understand at the end of this conversation. Another very interesting thing is that IVRF, International VR Foundation, that's in Beijing. Trust me, all the hardware company pertinent to VR are the member. How you like it? So if we go there, okay, literally we can see all kind of material available in the world for VR. This is seriously interesting things. Okay, uh, like that we are connected with some companies also, big institution also. Okay, So I will not give you the same thing. I hope everything is covered by our learned resource persons for last 3-4 days. Okay. Uh, I'm just giving some of my things. Okay. This is my uh, definition. Okay. I think virtual reality is a computer simulated environment. So you need a computer. Always keep this in your mind. Okay. For experiencing a 360 3D world. More or less, this is virtual reality. I always try to make it very simple for all the students. It is not for some students or some very brilliant students or some developer. No, it's for everybody. Technology is for everybody. Like mobile is for everybody. Okay. You will see probably within 5 years down the line that IoT, machine learning, and everything will be for everyone. And we can adopt it very easily. By 2030, the world will be different. Okay, if we can adopt it. So these definitions, I think it's clear. Once again, for VR, you need computer environment. You have to experience it. What do you experience it? A 360 3D world. Done? Let's take the air part of it. What is air then? Very simple. Very simple. The VR part in the real world. Let's go to the Pokemon world. Pokemon Goes is what? It's a AR applications. Okay. So real world, you have to search Pokemon. Pokemon is what? Virtual. Clear? So it is a combination of two things. We are in the real world. So when we are in the real world, you can call it AR. Done? XR. Actually, in between, we have another stream, which we call MR. But MR is a little bit, fag out, and XR is coming. So I prefer that let's talk XR. Now, what is XR? XR is also the same thing, air in the reality. In this reality, we have a very interesting things. Once again, air in the reality. In this reality, we have all our sense organ can connect. Before that, for air, what I said, that we are in the real world. Here, we are putting that air in the real world with our all 5 sense organ. I hope it's clear. Probably you will not forget it in the future. Okay? It's very simple, isn't it? Can I go to the next? Now question comes, why VR? Okay? It is not possible now to make these things interactive. His ma'am is there. However, why VR? This question comes no after that. That okay, I understand what is VR, what is AR, what is MR, XR, and all this. But why? Why we need it? See, it's a pretty interesting thing. Like if you watch a movie, how you watch a movie? It is absolutely fixed in a dimension. Okay, maybe 16:9 frame, and you are just keep your head straight and looking forward and watching something, isn't it? Any doubt? But if I give you some gadget which can give you this same cinema, but you can move your head, kind of. So it's what? When you can move your head, it's natural, it's real. So VR will give you the environment which is natural, which is absolutely real. And if it is real, then you can do so many interesting things. You can take care of operation. If you take care of, you can take care of a big building and can roam around. You can go to a shopping mall, be at your home, and can buy something. So whatever you want, you can do there. You understand? So if I do not have that kind of virtual environment, I can't do this kind of things. So this is another step. You know, we call this VR is a next internet. You understand why I use this word next internet? Like today, 20 years back, if I ask you, something is coming, you know, that something will give you a kind of a atmosphere. Without that, you can't live. Today, without internet, we can't do anything. It was very difficult that time to explain. We are old people. We already gone through this all this different technological phase. Okay. So similarly, now also maybe you can think that, oh my God, why? What is that? It's not clear. We have to wear a HMD and we have to use some haptic and all this. Oh, it's very complicated. It is not at all. The way your mobile phone is not complicated, it will be so easy in the future. Can I go? Now I'm giving another a very simple idea. See, what is VR? That's also video. Maybe with certain special features with it. But it's a visual uh, visual part of the entire technology. It is not that I will give you a machine. I'll give you some visuals. Okay. So let's think it. That exactly what is the difference between a movie and a VR movie. What we'll do, we are just connecting. The exact part is that the movie and VR movie, if it is a VR movie, it will give you so many facilities. If it is a VR movie, you can go to a museum sitting in your home and can explore more than that. Means whatever you are getting inside the museum, much more than that. Okay, so let's check it. What is the difference between these two? Anybody can give any ideas that exactly what is the difference between a movie and a VR movie? Let's make it interactive. It will be interesting then, you know. However, see, this is
movies basically you can say a sequential broadcasting of the images along with the other contents like the background music and all, where the users cannot interact with. But once you talk about the VR, the virtual reality movies, there the user can also interact with the characters in the movie. Like he can touch some character to get it in function like that. So interactivity is a part which makes the VR movie different from the standard those NTSC or PAL movies.
great. You know, na, from very beginning, we are just making this concise and very simple. So my definition for movie is you have to shoot, you have to edit, you have to watch. isn't it? You have to shoot it, you have to edit it, you have to watch it. Nowadays, your mobile is enough capable to take a small movie. And we already have that mobile video content competitions and all this. So this is more or less the pillar of the movie part of it. Of course, what you said, absolutely right. And we have 16 to 20 different parts to make a movie. We got VFX, we got special effects, we got different kind of audio, we got so many things and different division. Okay. Now, if you same way, just simplified the VR movie, it will be like that. You have to stitch it, you have to ingest it, and you have to experience it. So instead of watch it, you have to experience it. Instead of edit it, you have to ingest it. Instead of shoot it, you have to stitch it. Of course, here also, but stitch it is the new word for VR movie. In normal movie, you do not have to do that. So this is the more or less both the movies. So you got a kind of an idea. Okay, I have to understand, stitch it, how to stitch it, why we stitch it, and all this, and why ingest it, and how to experience it. All these things is, if it is clear, then okay, VR is more or less, VR movie will be more or less in my hand. Done? Okay. No question on that, no? So what we will discuss today, we'll discuss what is VR camera. That is a little bit problematic. You can't buy a VR camera
Hello.
till date. Hello?
Sir, I would like to add a point with the question you were just asked about VR movie and a normal movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the normal movie which you are watching on a TV screen or any monitor is something is being played around your eyes, in front of your eyes.
Mm.
But when you are talking about a VR movie, where it's standing inside the movie, we're inside the environment.
I use that word, sir.
Sorry,
See.
I was actually parking the car, so I may have missed. I'm sorry. So sorry for that.
What I use that, you have to watch it in case of the movie. You have to experience it. What do you mean by experience? What you said now. Okay. So more or less, it is a very research-oriented documents. We not left anything, but in a very concise mode. So, students and faculties or the people who interested, they can at least understand our overall idea that exactly, oh, it's clear now. Okay. So what I'll do, we will discuss camera. We'll discuss positioning of the camera. It's one of the $1 million question. We'll discuss little bit of light. We'll discuss sound, and we'll discuss copyright. This is, again, I told you that I'm from some association, and that is a mandatory part for us, that we have to discuss the copyright part of it. Okay. So this is more or less I will cover. Another part is, if you watch VR film, so you can take that footage through a camera, VR camera. But another way you can make it, that is animation. Okay. So how to make VR animations also, I will discuss this little because it's a huge, big subject. I told you, I do not know, I can cover this PPT only within this time. So we will discuss a little bit of the modeling and the texturing. We'll discuss the scanning, data acquisitions. We'll discuss a little of the character concepts, 3D modeling, and simulation. This is more or less for animated VR movies characteristics. I hope it's clear.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I'm just showing you something. Try to understand. Uh, that is a kind of a film star. His name is Andy. I do not know if you know Andy or not. He's basically a theatrical person. And how we make VR movie. I hope you have understand digital twin and so many things. We are coming. I will come to that small part also, but try to listen this. Uh, Watch it, and after that we'll discuss.
Day to day, to the last syllable recorded time. All our yesterdays of lighted fools away to dusty dead. Out! Brief candle. Struts, frets his hour on stage. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury.
See the expression.
Tomorrow creeps its from day to day to the last syllable of time. All our yesterdays of lighted fools away to dusty dead. Out! Brief candle. Struts and frets his hour on stage. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury.
So this is the example of digital twin and example of the copyright. What we can do. We have to make a prototype, and with that prototype, we can do whatever we want. Okay. So little bit example. That's also example. I'll go in details. Now, what is VR camera? That's again a kind of interactive part of it. Okay. Anybody can give me an idea that exactly what is VR camera? It is a, let me give. It is a 360 camera, isn't it? Agreed? It is not. It is a CPA camera. We, or you people, when you will be, absolutely uh, conceptualize, cleared everything, then you have to use these terms that is it CPA format? Then you can do the interaction. Then you can do the programming and all this. So another part is, it is a 3D stereoscopic views, isn't it? It is not. It is a virtual reality modeling language, VRML camera. So always you have to search that I need a VRML CPA camera. It's an immersive video. This is correct. You cannot make any yellow word in this. This is interactive videos. So there is a huge confusion between this 3 white line and between and the 3 yellow line. So many people got a 360 camera and say that this is a VR. It is a 3D camera and it is a VR. Hello? 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 And if it is a immersive videos, they said that it's absolutely immersive. It is not immersive. If you cannot interact, it is not at all a VR movie. So basically, this is the more or less the specifications. So when you search in Amazon or any this kind of site, you have to understand that this is the requirement of yours. Just 1 moment. Now another important area we discuss, we use this word that 3D video, 360 video, and VR video. Oh, we are confused. Please explain it. These 3 important video, let's understand it little bit, clarifications of this, okay? So what is 3D video? View with depth of field. Let me come to this. Let me make it fast. Then otherwise it will take a huge time to explain. Now let's take an example of a 3D video. If it is a 3D video, you can't watch anything behind you. Okay? So limited viewpoint. Oh, I not yet explained that thing, the view with a depth of field. So any 2D video, if they got another depth, another field, so it is a 3D. 2D means 2 dimension. Whatever we are watching in the screen, in the theater, in your mobile, is all our 2D video. And if it's got another dimension, it is a 3D one. Okay. And the limited viewpoint, I already explained you that you have to look at that screen. Maybe it is your mobile screen, maybe it is your TV screen, or in the theater screen. And total VFX spectators. The spectators are watching the material which is developed by VFX software. Clear? So more or less, it is the 3D videos specifications. If it is a 360 videos, it is a 360-degree view you will get. There is so many people who are using this part, 360 immersive videos, and telling that this is a VR film. This is not. This is just not. 360-degree view photographs, you can watch the 360-degree of the entire part of it. Okay? You cannot move it. And it is also immersed. Means if they are showing water, you can feel that, yes, water is near to you, or it is knee-deep water and all this. You can feel it. So if it is a 360-degree immersive video, you can do this kind of things. And if it is a VR interactive video, then you can do the mobility, you can do the navigation, you can go, you can do other work. What other work? You can interact with the different kind of softwares. You can go to a shopping mall, can go inside a shop, can take a shoe, can watch it, can buy it. So this is VR, and you will not get that thing. And the active spectators means the way, if we go to a museum, the same way with an HND, and if it is an interactive video, you can go to the museum also. Clear? Is there any question? Because of we discussed so many points here. I told you that we tried our best to make a simplified points to understand the subject. So maybe sometimes it may be a little bit confusing. So if you have anything, just ask me, because of, after that maybe you will not have that time. Clear? So can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Now question comes, what kind of camera? I told you that the camera definitions maybe few slides back. Now I'm telling you that what kind of camera you want. This is a kind of a camera array. GoPro Hero. This all camera is GoPro Hero. It's called GoPro Odyssey. The array of this camera called GoPro Odyssey, it is available with the GoPro side, but all this camera is GoPro Hero. They are in an array. They got 16 camera. So with this 16 camera, they can take a absolutely 360 images, isn't it? So that 360 images is a kind of a interactive when we stitch it. Okay, so I told you long back that we have to stitch it. Why we have to stitch it? Because of that. This is again a very good camera for VR cinema and all this, but very costly. It is a kind of a red kind of a body. They put it in 6 directions, 6 DOF. Okay. This is underneath camera, underwater camera, sorry. It's by Kodak, and underwater is also a very big area. That is probably using in the overheads with the aeroplane and other things to take a 360 views. Google is doing a huge work with this camera throughout the globe. They are making these things a 360 movement of the people. Okay, this is again a same camera. Red, I told you that red with an array, but not 6 DOF. It is in again a 360 areas. Okay, these all cameras are a little costly. This is my very preferable camera, Zont. Zont is one of the very, very good camera for cinematographer and all this. We are using GoPro Fusion also. Zont is very costly. GoPro Fusion is very, very economical camera. I will request if anybody ask me that what camera we buy, you can take GoPro Fusion for the initial or to learn and all this. This is more or less a very good camera, and you can do many work with this. Now the camera position is one of the very, very important part. Okay, people seriously do not know. They ask several times that where to put camera. If you understand the entire portion of the camera positioning, then you will understand why this confusion. Now what we'll do, let me explain you first that basically this is the first picture. You can see here, no? First picture is for normal camera, 2D camera, and this is the way we have taken. But if it is a VR camera, then this is the way, you know, they can take the front, they can take the back also, okay? The entire part of it. In the first one, they can't take the back. This normal 2D camera can't take anything in the back. So in this camera, they can take the back also. So the same thing, they can take these 4 people, but they can take the C also. So if you put the camera there, so they can take this total things. In general, if it is a normal 2D camera, we can take either these 4 people or 4 people or the C, or from the backside 4 people and the C. But here you can see the both the things, you know, like if you nod your head, you can see the people, and if you nod your head once again, you can see the C also. Is it clear?
Yes.
It's also different part of camera position, you know. Different part of camera position means you can use your camera like this way. Okay. And like in the escalator, in the car, in the plane, the way you use other camera, other normal 2D camera, you can use these things, but you have to keep these things in your mind that it cover 360-degree. So you have to stand like that way. Wherever you stand, your camera will take you. Wherever you, means that is one of the biggest problem in this particular camera. So just keep these things in your mind that run this camera with a remote. All this camera will come with a remote. Okay, so you have to hide yourself and take the picture. See, this is the camera. All this kind of small camera got two lens. One, this is this particular part. It will take 180 degree. Another side will take another 180 degree. So this 180 degree means this is the one camera. Another camera is take the backside of these photographs. Okay. But these two will stitch. It is a spherical image. Two spherical image will stitch. So now you understand here, no, that if it is the verge line of the camera, if your subject is on that, then it will be very difficult to stitch it. Stitch is a kind of a software and programming activities. It's a big ballgame, okay? And this is here. Also the same thing, you know, like the entire part, if it is a kind of a plain wall, take the picture, so it will be easier for you to stitch it. If it is with the so many people there, it will be very difficult for you to stitch it. More or less clear? let's play the positioning game here. So you will understand exactly where to put what. So in general, in cinematography, what we do? Let's make it. Is there any people, any faculties who are in the media department or something, means got a cinematographic experience? No.
So we have used application software to develop such kind of movies and the game simulation. But the softwares which we had used, I mean, that was limited to the software, not the camera, like Unity 3D and the softwares. So we created shooting games and some other military simulation applications.
Okay, what camera
and-
you are using?
No, I said we are not using the camera. We are just using the application software
Application software.
to design those environment. Though
Okay.
in mid 90s, I had that setup also, the virtual reality setup, so that you can plug it with your PC and whatever the things you are creating that used to come out of the screen. But that was mid 90 I'm talking about. And I've seen the camera, but mostly we are into the software oriented development.
Okay, fine. See, sir, basically, we are not going to so much of it. We want to give you a little bit superficial ideas by which you can teach your students, and you can do a little bit of projects if you have some camera and some environment and some sound things and all this. So I'm covering all the points in this PPT. Actually, there is three very important part in this VR filmmaking. One is this, that camera, light and all this. Another very important part is the storytelling. How to tell a 360 story, it's not yet very, very mature stage. So another part is that I will try to put that also, because storytelling is a very interesting area. How to make a 360 story. And then another very interesting thing is how to distribute it. We do not have anything. How to distribute it? So let's come. It is not at all, this particular slide is not at all related to 360 or to VR. I'm just giving you the idea how we take photographs in real life for 2D. So how we do it? So we have a kind of a option, that we have to teach these things to the students, that rule of third. So let's make this space 3 quadrant, okay? And in some quadrant, we put our hero. So this is my hero, clear? Now where to put the camera? In general, we put the camera here, clear? So if you have a heroine or a second man, he or she will be there. Maybe we will have a different camera, and this way we will take this, isn't it? But for what it will be for a VR movie, let's come to that. This is our area. So same 3 quadrant done. Where to keep the hero? The main protagonist, where he will stand. Anybody can give me this? Try. Same thing like today. Let's make it a little simple. We put another 2 quadrant. Now tell me, where? Where I put my hero. The primary protagonist will stand
at
here.
the center.
No, here. You have to think like theatrical. It's not cinematographical. Understood? So they will be in front of you. Yeah, you can see. Huh? Yes.
And normally we put the important thing on a golden spot, which is the
No, that golden is that golden rule and golden font is absolutely for the 2D. This is a new technology you are learning today. So whatever I'm telling you,
Great. Sure.
just keep these things in your mind. So your main protagonist will be here, not in the middle. Somebody said middle. Middle is in the 2D. Where I put my camera? In the front, isn't it? No. You understand? This is the camera position, and this is your secondary protagonist. Here we got a catch. See that secondary protagonist you can see. So you have to do something for your secondary protagonist. You can use light, you can do so many things by which you can distinguish that this is your heroine or the secondary protagonist. Clear? And you have to put your camera here. Now, the most important question, where your audience will be. I told you in the very beginning that it's theatrical.
Top of the scene,
Where?
like top of the scene, these partition planes,
Top of the,
these planes, these
okay,
planes, the
top,
partition planes.
it is not possible. Top of the scene is not possible for the audience to sit. So basically people will see
No,
that
I
this
thought
is
one
the,
more camera has to be placed at the top so that the whole view can be seen.
no, for VR you cannot put multiple camera. Because of this camera will interfere with the other camera. It will take absolute 360. There will be no point left. It will take care of the absolute 360 part of it. So if you put anything, it will come inside that. So in general, that audience is like that, front of the stage. So here also, no, the audience may sit anywhere. Wherever audience want to sit, audience can sit. Or wherever audience want to stand, can stand and watch. So the entire theatrical part is going on absolutely in between, and with a kind of a spherical area, you can watch the entire part, and audience are absolutely got the liberty to sit anywhere of the entire space. This is the interesting part of it. What I said, that the difference, if you can remember that difference part of it, that there is no limitation. Now what you can do, you can go to the top also and can watch. This is not right again, but you will see the head. If you go to the top, you will see the head only. This is a kind of a studio area, and just a studio place. And this is also a kind of a shooting spot. You have to tell me at the end that where I put my camera. So just remember this, that my slide number 11, I seriously want to ask you once again that where I put my camera in this particular case and in this particular case. This is a very interesting area that probably in the night time, people are sitting, it's a kind of a bonfire, and where I want to put my camera, and here where I want to put my camera. So then I can understand, okay, you understand the entire thing. Then light for VR, this is one of the funny and very, very complicated part of it. Different kind of spherical light we are using. Light should not be visible in the frame. So keep this in your mind that it is a 360 environment. Camera can catch everything. So I have to hide my light. You have to either hide your light or you have to edit it. That's a very tedious. So keep this in your mind that this is a very, very tricky area where you want to put your light. My humble suggestion for the time being, if you buy a camera or if you have a camera, shoot it at daylight. Practice it, then you understand exactly what is coming unnecessary and why I can hide my light and how we hide my light and all this. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
Audio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Audio recording is also very, very complicated here. It is basically the first audio is a kind of a mono audio, okay, from a single source. Then we have the stereo. Then we have the uh, Dolby 3D audio. And after that, we got a 360 audio. So of course, 360 audio will be little bit complicated. Okay. So 360 audio require a 360 microphone. 360 microphone is at this moment available in the market. So you have to use its much better option to put beneath of your camera a 360 microphone. That is one of the very, very interesting part of it. Otherwise, to soundscaping the entire film will be very difficult for you. Okay, so the most important part that again people can't see your microphone and it should be in a what's this called that in a hidden place and can take care of the entire part of it. The microphone position, you know probably that this is the way. I told you that I will take care of a little bit of this modeling, texturing and other things also. Okay. So now you can remember, no, Andy. Andy is also not a real figure. Andy is also a scanned image. Okay, scanned 3D image. So how we do that kind of work? Can you remember? That's video. So
Yes.
this is the Andy. Now Andy is with this scaling. Okay. So what we do this programming and change and check every square, every triangle of it. All this square is make of two different kind of triangle. So we make a huge program, and with this program we can do this kind of movement of face, movement of muscle, movement of everything. Okay, so this is the way we do this modeling and texturing for 3D image for 360. And this is the scanner. All this scanner are scanning the entire image, and then we can be in a position to take care of that. And that is the Andy afterwards. So now you can see the entire part of Andy. Now if you just move a little bit of his nose, it will move the digital twins nose also accordingly. Now you understand a little bit, no? Why I ask you that there is a huge big problem. There will be a huge big problem of the the IP part of it. Actually, you know, that like scanning, we have a scanning lab and all this. So for scanning, we need maybe 1 day or 2 day to explain that entire thing and the scanning software, then scanning editing and all this. So probably this is not a very simple things. I'm trying my utmost to make it very simple. You should not feel bored and all this, but it is not so simple, you know. Now, again, another very interesting area and a question. Okay. Mm. Out of these three, you check, no? 3 images. One is digital photo. Okay. Another is scanned. Another is normal photo. Done? Clear? At the end of this, I want to know exactly what is what. Clear? Can I go?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
checked,
sir. Yes, sir.
but checked, no? Now, I already 2-3 times discussed these things, that why copyright and all this. Okay. See, just 2 slides back, I use that thing, that it's pretty easy to make something and accordingly move something. And if you can make something move, you can take picture of that, even 360 picture of that. So before jumping into this VR, MR, XR, and all this, already some organizations there in the world who already got this idea that in the future there will be a huge problem that that there will be, you know, copyright issues and all this. Okay, so that is one of the most important area. I'm just giving you 1-2 example also, that what is the interesting part of the copyright. What is this? Eiffel Tower? Clear? This too is what? Eiffel Tower photographs. Now, if you go to Paris, can take a picture of Eiffel Tower and put it in your book or in your research paper or anything, and can give it to the authority, isn't it? Can you do that? Well, you can ask me that from whom I will take the permission to take a picture of Eiffel Tower. For Eiffel Tower, you do not need to take any permission, and it's not copyrighted. Clear? But if you see the next picture, the same Eiffel Tower lit, okay? It's in the evening time, Eiffel Tower. If you take this picture, then you will be under the scanner. I mean, people will sue you. Why? Because of that particular picture is copyrighted by Philips. You have to take permission from the Philips. So that is the reason you have to understand exactly that copyright is little bit complicated and little bit with problematic issues. So always don't take your 3D model and don't put it to Amitabh Bachchan's face and just transfer it and make your hero. It's just not done. It is just not possible. You shouldn't do. But I already explained to you that yes, we can do. In 360, we can do whatever I want. I'm using this word nowadays that whatever I want, I can do that. What is exactly the copyright? You just go through the issues relating the disputes over the ownership. That is the major problematic part. The ownership is to whom? Okay, related to the content of VR. Who is the uh, content owner? And some, I told you that some part is already uh, procured by some other company. Maybe he is not the owner. Like here, Philips. Okay, Philips is not the owner of these things, Eiffel Tower. So you have to understand, you have to know who is looking after what. Third party sometimes are the owner. Third parties is take a lease of some heritage property, and we have in India so many heritage property which is taken by third party for maybe 99 years. Like Tata's got so many big heritage properties as a third party and leased for many years, like all these big hotels. And if you feel that heritage property is belongs to the government and I will go and take photographs and do that, it is not. You have to take that third party's permission. And the VR companies also, so many VR companies are there in the globe who got a different kind of licensing and all this. So they can claim also that. And the claims of the users also, that is a very simplified way that user sometimes are the owner of that. What we'll do then? So we have this much of avenues in front of us at this moment. We can make the walkthrough. You got the idea, no? We can make the VR film, VR walkthrough, and we can do a little bit work in the healthcare. Healthcare, I am telling you, one very interesting areas are there, which is the phobia. Thousand different kind of phobias, and phobias is treated with this VR different kind of applications throughout the globe. You know that if you are a claustrophobic and you can make a kind of a little bit of small application that a lift, inside that lift there is one people, and you ask your customer or the patient wear a virtual glass, and he or she will see that a lift and there is another customer, just one customer, one passenger, and after the first floor there is another two, so second floor another three. So the doctor or the who treating that patient, he always explain that thing. See, this is an elevator, this is just an elevator, and this is just an elevator photographs. Please try to understand, this is just an elevator photographs. You are in front of me, you are not in the elevator, you are just watching some movie. After that third floor and the fourth floor and the fifth floor, there is 100 of people inside that. She or he is feeling claustrophobic, but get rid of it gradually also. So no, it is not that kind of problem. No. I can withstand it. So if they do these things regularly, it is a kind of a remedial approach to that patient. This kind of thousand possibilities are there. People will pay the students also if they understand the entire thing. That is again a very huge avenue for the students. Entertainment and cinema, yes. VR film, absolutely not in India market. Yes, you can make, but not 360. It's VR film. Okay. Somebody, if you are in Maharashtra, somebody can try. If you got a perfect VR camera, can take some photographs. I can give you some organization name. They will do all the work, pertinent to that, and give you a VR film. So take Ganapati ji's some photographs, send it to that organizations. It's in Paris. It's called eye staging, and you can give them that photo. They will stage it. They will make it, and you can go through that particular program or that particular Ganpati pandal and can watch that thing. It is so easy nowadays. Okay. And teaching is one of the very important area in every colleges, like in electrical, civil, or wherever, for uh, online classes we have Zoom, we have Google Meet. But for my practical, what we do not have anything. We already developed some of the lab, VLab. We are telling that things VLab. Some of the VLabs, what students can take care of their lab practice at their home. But now thousand and thousand this kind of labs are there. Uh, I will request to the teachers to train your students. That will be their small startups. So you will be a proud faculty that you have some startups and you are the mentor. So please do that. It is seriously, it will be great help for the students. That's over. One part. What is time? I'll take care another one. Is it okay? So can you tell me the answers of these 2-3 questions? Or should I skip it? That faculty should not give you the answer. I'm also a faculty. So it's a friendly discussion. The first question was what?
Can you please show the slide? What was the first question?
It's very difficult. I have to go to the again. And I told you that.
So
remember,
actually, these three images.
I'm telling you these things. I explained
The question
something that
is
was in the
related
middle.
to
Huh?
yes. It is related to camera positioning.
Exactly. Where you put the camera. So
Right.
In your left side, there is a green screen. And in your right side, there is a kind of a seaside scene. I asked that where to put the camera because of I explained so much. So I can ask. That liberty I have, isn't it?
In case of that fire, the camera can be put front side, just front.
Okay. And for
And
that green screen?
The green screen. No idea about this green screen.
Okay. So the green screen means the chroma. Chroma is for the 2D. Okay. The atmosphere of that chroma area is for 2D. Okay. So you have to put your camera in the front, and it is not a 360 environment. For that, the dark space, in that dark space, you can't put the light, and we do not have high dynamic camera at this moment in the world. Yes, we have, but it's very, very costly for the space and other part they are sending that thing. So I don't think that both the space is suitable for VR movie. It's suitable for 3D. Both the space is for 3D. That is the reason I ask you to see minutely. And the next question was that three face of a girl.
So middle face was the scanned one.
Okay, but why?
And you must have seen
the detailing,
depth of the cheeks, like were there.
Yeah, detailing of the cheeks and other things, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
Yeah,
I never said these things that if you scan it, you will get the detail. I never use this word. Okay, so all three are scanned image.
Okay, sir.
Done. So we have time, or you can ask me question, or I can go to the next. The next important part is the storytelling. Today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can move.
Do you like the entire thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Very much.
This is a different, I know this is a absolutely different kind of concept, not probably checked for last few days, okay? And I am not giving you anything which is in the book or which is in the thesis papers or anywhere. This is all practical part of it, okay? And like if you Google it now, that VR storytelling, okay, you will not get much of things. You can check it out. Okay, till date, we do not have a book on VR storytelling. Means somebody have to try. The first good VR storyteller name is Barbara. Barbara is from Spain, very good friend of us, okay? Uh, she wrote a story and make a film and put it in Netflix VR segment in 2011. Okay. But unfortunately, I asked Barbara also for 2-3 times to come here to give students an idea of this. It is just going absolutely in our head, exactly what she want to explain and all this. Done. So, however, let me try also. This is a very, very complicated subject, which is not in the Google. We should not try. Okay, but let's try because of what to do. No alternative. No. See, this is my idea. Everything has a good story, isn't it? Everything. You have to understand how to tell that story. Don't you think so? Anything else you want to tell me in this? This is also you will not get in Google. I do not know if somebody take it from this place and put it. So, do you know this guy? This gentleman built a atmosphere. It's called Sensorama. Long back, 1962. Probably we people are in infancy. Okay. It's a kind of a room. In that room, you can see a kind of a VR atmosphere. This is he is the father figure of the VR, maybe inventor, maybe something, okay? But this is the first approach to VR. Done? So last so many days, last 4 or 5 days, people discuss, even today also I discuss, what is VR? Don't you think that this is VR? He put a seat which can vibrate. He make a room which can give you a sensation of hot air or cold air and all this. So all sensational part are inside of that particular room is controlled by this gentleman, and he put the photographs in all wall of that room. So wherever you look, you will see that. That is the first virtual experience in the world. I personally think this is a story. Try to make story like that way. Who is this guy? You know Sutherland, huh?
Sir, you have not shared your screen.
Oh my God. You should tell me.
It's you who are on the screen, sir. Your camera. Your PPT is not on the screen, sir. You have not shared your PPT.
Is it so? My God. Should tell me. Just give me a few seconds.
Yes, sir. Now it's there. Now it's there.
Okay, okay. I'm so happy. So this part is over. Again, I will not discuss. Okay. Now this is a kind
Again,
of line.
sorry to interrupt you. Again, switched. Again, switched.
How it could be?
I don't know, sir, but again switched.
Nobody can see anything.
Sir, you are
Yes,
looking
sir.
on the
Yes,
screen.
sir. Only
The
you are
screen
on
is
the
not
screen,
visible.
sir. Your PPT is not on the screen, sir.
No, but
Kindly share your PPT, sir.
oh, I shared. So how you watch the first slide? Just 1 minute again.
Yeah.
Share.
Just stop sharing and redo, sir. Yeah, now it is coming. You have to select it, sir.
No. This 1 minute. Stop sharing. Just give me a second, please. Just give me 2 minutes, please. Huh? Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
It's okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go. So this is the, uh, see, at this moment, you will not get any VR story. It is not yet started. Okay. So if you check anything, like VR storybook, it will not get this kind of, you do not have that kind of facilities at this moment. So keep these things, I am requesting all the faculties, keep this in your mind that everything has a story. And that is the reason I'm just I have in that slide last when we explained all this. So this gentleman got a room. The room is called Sensorama. It's in 1962. 1962, I do not know how many people was there. And absolutely, the world is in infancy. And he got a room and he put the screen throughout the room. All the walls got a picture. Clear? And all the accessories on that room is got a sensory impulse. Like, you will get a hot air or a cold air, or you got a different kind of light, or the seat is little vibrating. Like if there is a thunderstorm and all this, you can feel a kind of a sensation of water sprinkle and all this. So this is the first virtual reality in the world people experience in 1962. That time, what virtual reality definition we are giving, that was not there. So my question was that, don't you think that's a story? And we do not know this story. We didn't even utter a single word of this gentleman that he is the inventor of virtual reality. Come to the next one. Who is this gentleman? He is the man who put first VR headset. We call HMD, head-mounted devices. So VR headset is developed by this gentleman in 1965. Then that head-mounted devices was so heavy, it's just coming from the top, and you have to pull it, and you have to put your head inside that, and it's pretty big. You cannot take. Like nowadays, we can carry our HMD. You cannot do that, but he's the father figure of the HMD. He's the first man in the world who invented this. That if I put something in front of me with a two proper screen and with I can move it. We got a kind of means the physics behind the entire thing. We got a kind of a vision, So 120-degree is our clear vision area. So they're just making these things wide. In the HMD, we got this vision angle is a little bit wide. Okay. So in sometimes we are giving 150, 155 degree also. So what it will be now? It will be bigger. So if you go in front of a sea or if in front of a mountain, you can see a kind of a part of the mountain, part of the sea. Okay. But if you wear a head-mounted devices, you will see much bigger, much bigger sea. Okay. That is the catch part of it. So as it is a much bigger, maybe 30% more sea you can see. And after that, you want to watch it because of the DOF, okay? You can watch it like that way, like mad. Oh my God, it's so big, it's so big. So if you do 2-3 times this kind of head movement, your head can't process that much of data. That is the reason people are using that VR is kind of giving me a irritation, giving me a bad feelings. Please, first, tell your students that don't use VR head mount devices so rapidly. If they don't do, they can use it very, very comfortably. Done? Who is that guy? Don't you think we have a story inside this? Do you know anybody heard of his name? He's the owner of Oculus Rift, one of the multi-billionaire in the world, and the all patent owners and all this is he, and he's again a father figure. When he invented all this, that time he was just 18 years old. Once again, he's the owner of Oculus. These people, develop this platform. But unfortunately, I do not have a single picture who did something for the storytelling. How to make a film. Now, another very interesting point, why it is not very penetrating in this human mankind, I told you, I already told one. Another one is that, oh, my eye is absolutely itching and problems and all this. I can't see and all this. That's eye fatigue. Sense of touch and haptics is sometimes very irritating and all this. 3D sounds, people are not yet habituated. And the point of view. I already discussed the point of view part of it. Okay? So your story can make with these points, with these 4 points. If you have something you want to explain, that a kind of uncanny feelings, you can put your haptic like that way. You can program your haptic that way that you will feel that somebody is touching you. Something is giving you a kind of a hot air kind of a things. If you use 3D sound very properly, you will see a different kind of environment. So all this negative point at this moment for storytellers have to keep this in their mind to make it in a right way. Now, what kind of applications are there where we can make our story? In the training, education, especially the heritage building stories and histories and all this, you can make a huge big story. Like we can show people that this is the Colosseum in Rome, but we cannot give that exactly this is the situation when this king was there in the Rome. It is absolutely broken. We can show people that this is Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. But we cannot tell them that, look, people are going in the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. So all this require a storytelling first, then people will make the film. So we can see our heritage, our old history vividly in front of us. marketing and design. Before that, before making that material, we are making a kind of a design. Design is always a story. Okay. So you can make anything, make a car design and can tell them the story. See why I got this impression that the light should be like that, the headlight should be like that, or the windscreen should be like that, and the story. Wherein research is heavily used at this moment. Seriously, they are using. So research paper is also a kind of a documentations. We are in video games that already there is a huge story in all the video games. So you can understand, but you can check this, like video games do not have a proper story. It is the same story, repetition and repetition and repetition, maybe in different scale. It is a scale up kind of a concepts. But in VR, you can make serious a story. Flight simulator, driving simulators, all these require small stories. Okay. I already discussed that pain destructions and severely injured patients and all this. I'm just telling you another simple ideas of a story. Vaccinations nowadays is very popular for everyone. Okay, and the kids, absolutely small kids, they are crying, they are fighting. No, I'll not take. No, sorry. Clear? I'm just giving a story of a Pfizer vaccination center in UK. They put a very small room with a nurse, not in a nurse dress. As soon as the patient, the kids and mother enter that room, nurse welcome them and ask them to sit together. And what we did always, that if we have a kid along with me, so the other people say, oh, how are you? Take this. So they put a kind of a HMD to that kid's head. You understand, no? HMD, put that head. That's lad's or that girl's head. And inside that, there is a huge big garden and there is a selfish giant. Okay? That selfish giant is coming with a sound and all this. And lad, that small kid, got a kind of a firing gun and all this. And he's just firing that giant. And he's coming nearer and nearer. And the giant got an injection in his hand. Okay? He's coming nearer to that kid and just closer and put that injection here. As soon as he put that injection with that lad's hand, the nurse can see in his computer, and he put our injection, the original COVID injection, here. And everything is over. He took up this HMD and asked that lad, you have to take an injection. He said, no, I will not take injection. Good story. You can make so many stories. Like it. We are in cinema. Cinema is not immersive at this moment. People are not yet ready to see the cinema in immersive mode. But as soon as we watch some of the 3D immersive and all this, people will watch. In the future is for VR movies. Future is not for 2D cinematography. That much I can say. It's a huge, big topic. I don't want to bring all this topic in front of you. Okay, and it will be there. 100% it will be there. The way globe is going on, you can rely on my word. You can trust my concepts that yes, there will be a huge VR movie market. The traditional storytelling, whatever we have at this moment, is not applicable in this. It's a what kind of story we have at this moment? It is a linear movie. Okay, because of we watched in a 2D screen, which is also linear. So it is just going on and on and on and on, and you are watching. Can you do this? Back, go back, go back. I don't want. In the hall, in your mobile, you can, but in the hall, no, no. That something is going on and you have to watch. Now, just think in your mind that two people, one girl and one boy, is walking along, okay? And you are watching behind, watching them from the little bit distance. So two people are going ahead step by step, and you are also walking along with them. There is a road crossing in the right side and in the left side. So out of these two, someone will go to the left, someone will go to the right. Then, so the story is what? In the cinema, in the traditional cinema, what? That they will walk and they will be there and alvida, bye, and going apart to two different dimensions, isn't it? Here, these two people are there. They said, okay, handshake and all this. And girl is going in the left side and boy is going in the right side. Now you are in this 3-point crossing. You got what option? You can come back. Okay, finished. I will not go. You can go along with that girl. There will be another story. You can go along with that boy. Another story. And it's a different kind of, it's immersive. You are inside that. You're making the stories. Okay? But it is a huge challenge. So many things you can do. So many things. You understand? It's pretty interesting concept. As soon as it will be inculcated in our brain, we will make this kind of stories also. A different kind of stories. A very simple things. Who said? All learned faculties, I'm asking a very simple question. Who said this? I'm damn sure that everyone know the name. It is very difficult from a film if I say that everyone. Any answer? What he said? We are moving into a dangerous. He used a complicated adjective, a dangerous medium with VR. At least can anybody say these things that why dangerous? See how we write a story. A story we are writing like this way: a page, then next page, then third page, then fourth page, then chapter 1, then chapter 2, then chapter 3, then chapter 4. Okay, so this is a linear kind of a concept of writing a story. Then is it clear? Got it? Now I think that everyone is feeling bored. So why he used this word dangerous? Are you with me or I'm alone? At least something. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, we are listening.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yes, sir, we are actually listening.
I'm really afraid that absolutely silence is like VR. Okay. However, so can you tell me that why dangerous? Then you can understand the VR storytelling is what. I told you that this is a chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, linear kind of a concept of a writing. Till date, we understand this kind of writing. The thousand and millions of writers wrote this way only. This is the way people are making these documentations. If I ask them that cut it, then make another story from this point and another story from this point, and again another 2 story from this point. And it will bifurcate and bifurcate and bifurcate and different story. You'll be mad. That is the reason he used this word dangerous. Fear and presence. That is another very important area. I'm just now going a little bit of inside of the technology part of it. Okay. Basically, in VR, that what do we mean by immersive? Immersive is nothing but a feelings. It is nothing but a kind of a sensation. Okay, the story will carry your sensation. Can you believe the tough part of it? Why you will not get it in the Google? Because of that written word will carry some sensation and giving it to you, and your audience will get that. Not only story means a package event. A package event with some sensation. Again, audience and presence. I already told a little bit of these ideas. You know that suppose you are near to the seaside, okay, with the HMD, with the glass, done. But originally you are absolutely in your bedroom. Do you think that your brain is so dumb? No, no. My dear sir, your brain is that kind of dumb. Whatever he watch, he can remember that. So it will take some few seconds to forget everything. So you will just take your leg, which is hanging on your bed, just on top of your bed, because of the water from the sea will be drench your feet. It will take just 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. Okay. So you are absolutely engaged with that. If you can engage, then it is immersive storytelling. Now from onwards, we will use this word also, that not immersive video, immersive storytelling. If there is no immersive storytelling, then there will be no immersive video. Done? Actually, you know, with all these lines got so many things. We can discuss an hour for every slides. But we do not have that kind of time and all this. It is called a different kind of world. Now, VR systems opportunity versus constant. Okay, the point of view. Okay, the point of view, you understand probably so many times. Okay, the settings I already discussed in my last these things, context and spaces, styles, plot, and directing attention. Okay, directing attention is that you are in a 3-point crossing, and the director's method that you will go with whom. If you don't like to go along with that girl, it is director's purview. He had to make the story, the attitude, everything like that way. You can say that I'm damn sleepy. I don't want to talk a single word now, and I'm going. You will not go. But that guy can say that, look, I seriously want to talk. I have a very serious problem. If there is anybody who can come to me and can listen my problem. So genuinely, the viewers will go with the boys, isn't it? So who made these things? The director. So the directing attention is inculcated in the entire film. Clear? We can discuss these things at length. Probably we will meet once again, or sometimes, or you can call me, or we can discuss. No problem at all. But it is we have to finish it. No, we do not have much time. Sit and setting. Is it clear? What I said just now. It is just director's prerogative that how I open up the entire thing in front of my audience. It is applicable for a heritage building. It is applicable for a mall. It is applicable for a V lab. It is applicable for everything. I'm just giving you a small story in this. We are making a lab for our university. Okay. The interesting part, some of and I'm running means I'm mentor for at least 4 different VR startups, and we are regularly discussing all our brilliant students and all this. So they said, sir, can we do something? I said, what? They said, sir, the entire project of the lab is on AR. Okay. They said that we want to put a little bit of VR of the campus tour. So the students will get a kind of a feelings of the campus. So all our lab are making with a little bit of campus touch and the lab. This is invention. This is something, and you will love it. And every time campus is from different angle. Sometimes campus is starting from the canteen. Sometimes campus is starting from the main gate. Okay, so he will get a different kind of a campus every day, and afterwards he can go to these things. Ma'am, how much time I have?
Sir, the session time will end at 11 o'clock, sir.
What is the time now?
It's about
2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm trying my best. Okay. After that, you will give me 1-2 minutes, no?
Definitely, sir.
Okay. Again, this is basically, you know, that he's the multiplex owner. So he got something some ideas about the multiplex, and he said that if we make, it's called the co-beer. I never use this word in the entire discussions. I do not know why. That co-beer is a very interesting kind of a VR. It is not HMD. It is a different kind of a VR. Okay. On the co-VR, all the wall should be with the screen. Okay. So this guy who is the owner of IMAX, he said that I will make my IMAX kind of a co-VR to enable VR movies and other things to give a real immersive effect. Real immersive we will get that time when you will have a cove kind of, means the entire part of it is giving you that effect. Okay, so he said that this is a very interesting part also. It will be there. Set and setting, okay, fine. It will not take much time now. I'm just going to that guy's word. Till this time, you do not know who wrote that. It will be a dangerous moment. My God. Now come to this point. Why? Why he said that it will be a dangerous medium with VR? Because of the storytellers. Okay? That
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
story is a book, and it's got a page 1, then page 2, then page 3. There is no chances to make a page 3.1 and 3.2 and 2.5. It is not possible. So he said that it will be a dangerous movement. You know, we have 100 years history of cinema. Okay, we understand. We are, means this particular part of the atmosphere, or the means the earth understand how to make a film. Absolutely sure. You will not get in the Mars or anywhere the people who can make the films better than us. So it is 100 years history. Okay, and he's one of the big historian and the keeping custody of our history. He said we will be in a dangerous medium. So it is dangerous. Keep this in your mind always, that we are studying another dangerous medium. But unfortunately, it will not take 100 years. I'm telling you, within 5 years down the line, everybody will be habituated with writing of VR concepts, VR content, and making a VR experience center and all this. The only reason I say it's dangerous is because it gives the viewer a lot of latitude. What I said, that triangle that stood, that girls and boys and all this, are tremendous. You can say that no, the cinema is stopped there. I will back and I will go to my house and I will take my binocular and I will check. The story is in a different part. Isn't it? He is very humble. He said that at least the storyteller, we should remember the storytellers. Okay. So thank you so very much. Thank you for your patience hearing without uttering a single word. And I love that if you interact a little bit. And however, I seriously eager to meet you people once again in the future. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for consenting to be a resource person for this topic. And I hope the participants enjoyed your session, and a few participants are requesting for your contact info. So can we have your number and your email address so that they may contact you in future?
You
Uh,
have, no?
discuss these
You
ideas.
just, you
Yeah,
just
I
give it
do.
to them? Yeah.
I just wanted to have your consent, sir.
Sure, sure.
Definitely. Thank you
I'm
so
an
much.
educator. I'm an educator. As long as they want us, I
Yes.
have to be there. That's the commitment.
Thanks a lot for this, sir.
Okay.
Thanks for
And
joining.
seriously, they liked it, or
They did.
it's little bit complicated and all this?
No, sir. Every new technology, whatever we learn, it is going to be complicated. It's going to be new. Then, with use and with the applications, it becomes easier for us.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And I also got a small request. If you have a recording, you can send it to me. I can check
Yes,
myself.
we are recording the session and we'll share the link with the participants as well.
Okay.
Sir, can we also have your PPT? Can you please share your PPTs?
I will send it to you.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
So-
dear participants. We'll see you all at 11:30 for the next session.
Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.